have to understand that there is a particular logic. There is a particular logic, and that is what you have to find. If you can find out the logic between these numbers, then you can find out n numbers of numbers after that. Then you don't have to worry how to find. But important part is the logic. So does that mean only positive and negative? Like here, if I were to say it is increasing by 1, here it is increasing by 5, here it is increasing by some other factor, here it is decreasing. What about this? Is this a sequence? Yes, it is a sequence. Because you'll see every number is, you can say increasing, or you can say every number is decreasing by 0. If I add 0, I'm getting the next number. Or if I subtract 0, whichever way you say. So you can have numbers like this also, where the numbers are constant. That is also called as a sequence. Are we clear with this? What is a sequence? It is some, acha, does that mean that the numbers have to be like this only? That means the numbers have to be integers only? No. Numbers can be rational numbers. Now, when I say rational numbers, that means numbers can be fractions. So a sequence can be of fractions also, such as this. This also is a sequence. Okay, so there is no restriction that the numbers will be limited to integers. Numbers can be rational numbers. Okay, so they can be fractions also. Till here, are we clear? Okay, then we'll talk of what is an arithmetic progression, and then we are going to talk of certain terms which we are going to use in an arithmetic progression. Now, those terms are what is going to matter when we solve the sums. Okay, right now we are just doing the groundwork, the basic preliminary groundwork. Till here we are clear. Now, what exactly constitutes an arithmetic progression? Before doing that, let's understand certain things that are going to be there. This numbers that are there, individual numbers. Okay, these are called as terms. These are called as terms of the sequence. These are called as terms of the sequence. Okay, there can be 5 terms, there can be 50 terms, there can be 4 terms. Terms can be any. Kitne terms hai, we do not know. That will depend. These are called as terms of the sequence. They are called as terms of the sequence. The first term is normally denoted by A1. The first term is denoted by A1. Second term will be denoted by A2. Third term will be denoted by A3. Third term will be denoted by A3. Fourth term will be denoted by A4, A5, A6. Are we clear? First term will be A1. Second term A2, A3, A4, A5, A6, A7, going up to whatever it is. So supposing I want to find some middle term, that is referred to as AN. What is AN? AN is the nth term. AN is the nth term. When I say A5, 5th term. When I say A7, 7th term. A23, 23rd term. A29, 29th term. A102, 102nd term. Are we clear? This N over here below A tells you the term number. It tells you the term number. See, the confusion that is going to happen when we start solving is between n, an, when to find n, when to find an. See, an and n are two different things. I'll make it clear with an example. 13 is the third term. I'm clear? 13 in this sequence is the third term. A3 is 13. So here A3 is 13, but what is n? N is only 3. Understand the difference. A3 is 13, that means n is 3. A3 is not 3. Are we clear? A3 is 13. That is where the confusion happens. Because it is easy, people take it lightly and they lose marks in this. But kuch nahi hai. Third term is not 3. Third term is 13. Or third term could be 2 in this case. So what it is will depend. N and an are never the same. N is the term number. An is that particular term. N is the term number. Third term. The term is 13. Are we clear, Abdul Ahad? Yeah. So that is one very, very, very important difference that you have to keep in mind. यहीं पे गलतियां होती है हमारी, छोटी-छोटी गलतियां. इसमें कोई complex calculations नहीं रहेंगे ये chapter में. The calculations are going to be easy. The mistakes that you all are going to make are n ढूंढना था, an ढूंढ लिया, an ढूंढना था, n ढूंढ लिया. क्योंकि इंग्लिश में that is where we are going to make the mistake. और फिर बाद में बोलेंगे अच्छा सर ये करना था मुझे लगा ये. That's not going to work in the exam. You have to identify that. So that's why I'm stressing again and again and again and again. Understand when to find n, when to find an. बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चीज है. ये सबसे बड़ी गलती होती है ये चैप्टर के अंदर. n ढूंढना रहता है हम an ढूंढते हैं, an ढूंढना रहता है हम n ढूंढते हैं. आपको ढूंढना है 20, they have given you 18 for example. Okay, an they have told you is 18. Find n. Logically n is 4. लेकिन हम क्या करते हैं, हम a18 ढूंढ लेते हैं. When they have given us an, again we are finding an को हमने n ले लिया. वो गलती हो जाती है. That we need to avoid. We need to understand. We need to identify कि मुझे क्या दिया है और क्या ढूंढना है. We'll do it when we are solving sums. That time it will become clear. But understand, first term a1, second term a2, third term a3, a4, so on it goes on. Clear? Are we clear? Next, I am going to introduce you to another term. Okay. Achha, before that, this is clear now. Now, how did we find this sequence or the terms of this sequence? What did we do? To this 3, we added 5. Correct? I got 8. To this 8, I added 5. I got. To this, I added 5. To this, I added 5. To this, I added. Clear? That's how I was getting the next term. In this case, what was I doing? From this, I subtracted 3. 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 Till here clear? And in this case, I added. Okay. So either I am adding something, or I am subtracting something, or it's constant. That means I'm adding 0. When this difference between two terms, okay, this difference between two consecutive terms is constant in any sequence, when the difference between two consecutive terms is constant, whatever it is, 5 है, -3 है, 0 है, but it has to be constant between two consecutive